we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
On second down, he'll fire. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
I said a step up in the pocket, Wire.
They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Hey, I know it's only one drive, but that sets a standard that you want to live up to, not only the rest of this game, but maybe the entire season.
And these players were talking about the talent they had coming into this game. They've got a lot of speed. They've got some experience. They've got guys that have played a lot of snaps. So it's not just going to be the expectations in their own huddle, in their own locker room, but I think for fans of college football watching this team play all year, they're going to be expecting them to put up points.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. Snags it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Gives it to the back on the draw. Plows through the defense. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Let's it fly.
Oh, God, he got off that line. That released it so quick.
Nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This
so
quarterback
quick.
getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon.
Nothing but green ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get touches in this game.
Fucking let the fucking thing go. He kept it.
Read options, whatever you want to call them. They have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
Fires to the big fella.
I hit X, and that's going to be
immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards in with it.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
He's looking to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. He's up to 47 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. The Gators are in the red zone. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Bulldozes him. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. Giving him his pass. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's got 59 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Pugh. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. Can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. To a drive there of 84 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this defense?
Got a lot of running room. Pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. On the move is the 30. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Spins away from one. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Catch in the middle, it's Pugh. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Floating away. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
A strike downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's going to pass on second down. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. The inside handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll go to the ground. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway, Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese, they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Nice move to stay on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 4-0-0. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you've set yourself up now with 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Line gets set, 1st down. The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gator.
And it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you can tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Ncaa. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a real...
He's looking deep. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down.
It's the running back.
He'll lose a couple.
Up 2. Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 49, Ohio State 48.
He's looking to throw. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Play the analytics here and you go for 2. They'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You did.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Using the quick game. What a cut. Now he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Third down coming up.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing their defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. The completion well past the sticks. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Splits the uprights. It's good.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You made the field goal. You got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Second down coming up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball support.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year. He's going to take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. Defense on their heels.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Turns it on in midfield. Racing down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Head coach wanted to be aggressive. He could have just kicked an extra point and tied it. Instead, you went for the lead. You come up short. Now, you put a lot of pressure on your defense to get the ball back.
59.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Pulls it, fired, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Gators! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
He's got it for the two-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He wants to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for it. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big-time. Big-time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the target. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moments. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win, make some plays for him.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off play action. Looking deep. Snags it. Touchdown, Florida. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
60 seconds.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. First down for this offense. Wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Afterburner's coming. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.